The Trump administration doesn't really care about the so-called human rights violations, the abductions of Turkish nationals, or even the ongoing conflict in Sudan, no matter how painfully these stories are told by media outlets. What they truly at stake for them is the recent Congo peace deal that was negotiated in the State House in Kenya and the growing influence of Chinese in Kenya. The truth is, Kenya was granted a major NATO ally status by the US during the Biden administration, not out of goodwill but as a strategic move after Kenya agreed to lead the Haiti mission. It was necessary for the US to extend that status so that Kenyan forces could have access to American military and intelligence support while engaging armed gangs in Haiti. Now remember, under the Trump administration, the focus had clearly shifted. Trump prioritizes America first, as any other president would do. His administration leans more toward domestic interest than global partnership. Recently, Trump led negotiations between Congo and Rwanda that were framed as a peace deal, but in reality, the talks were more than about trade, about US. One of the key outcomes was a demand by both Congo and Rwanda to allow American companies to extract minerals from Congo in exchange for peace and stability in the region. That is how they wanted to do the Ibrahim Traore. This isn't new. It echoes colonial era tactics when powers like Britain gave private companies like the Imperial East Africa Company the green light to exploit African countries under the guise of civilization. Now Trump is publicly posting about the deal as part of his campaign to be considered as the peacemaker to be given the Nobel Peace Prize. Meanwhile, the Nairobi talks that happened at the State House last week brought together multiple African-led efforts including the SADC and the EAC and the African Union to harmonize peace initiatives in Congo. They agreed to joint goal to achieve a long-term peace in the region. This collective progress appears to be unsettling the Trump administration. Another issue with Kenya, collaboration with China. The Trump team is using our development partnership with the Chinese government as another excuse to consider stripping Kenya out of the NATO ally status. But the truth is, Kenya remained a strong ally of China, especially in trade and infrastructure development. While the US often imposes tariffs and trade restrictions of African nations, China has taken a more respectful partnership approach that focuses on collaboration and shared development goals. So, if the US decides or wants to strip Kenya out of the ally status, we are not in a big problem. They will go ahead. It wouldn't change much for us. We are functioning just fine before the designation and will continue to do so. Kenya remains a good military and strategic partner for the US because of our peaceful democracy and our key location in East and Central Africa. They are